What an epic way to start this. Slowly looking around this hole. This is on the dam part of it, the beginning. Expecting some rain, some sun, a little bit of everything. Here we go. I'm a little exhausted, and I'm not that far in, but I want to see this. Because you only get to do stuff like this a few times in life, maybe. All depends on the type of person you are. This tower, in the past I never would have probably climbed that, but let's do it. As if I'm not tired enough climbing. Oh my God. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Well, 7.5 miles in. It's still relatively cloudy. It's been off and on, kind of rainy, but not bad. He is ugly. Oof. Welcome to the ugly bug ball. I realized I packed too much, and I forgot I packed a heavy battery backup for GoPro, but more importantly my telephone, and I realized I forgot the cord to the telephone, so I'm using the telephone very limited. Don't know how long it's going to last. I am 8:55, 8 miles 55, 8.55 miles. Been at it for almost 5 hours. It looks like it's going to be raining a lot. That's what I'm kind of wanting to push on. I just don't know if I can do it. Went to Molly's shelter, and I saw notes on Far Out before talking about a lot of bees. Well, there were a lot of bees. I got stung by one, and so I'm going another 3 miles to the next shelter and probably call it a night. But the phone is totally dead. I'm going to get lectured by my children, I'm sure. But it'll incentivize me to keep moving. So, such is life. Well, this is awfully exciting. I just got off the trail after getting stung by a bee, and I went down to get water, and as I was down there, a storm blew in, and so this is what I'm going to be watching. I'm in this cute little shelter. There's my stuff, so I might just rack out here tonight. Forgot my coffee mug, so I'm using this as a coffee mug. I've got the grounds that I've got to deal with. Got some water. I busted one of my bags, but no big deal. That was really good. put a little bit too much water in it, but it worked. And I just kind of envisioned that I'm drinking soup instead. So I need to put all this stuff away and then go out that way. So I'm trying to make it all the way to Collins Peak or something like that. It's like 20 miles. It's going to be a hike. We'll see if I can do this. So if not the end of the world, but ready to make it happen. Talk about your metaphors for life. I got out of the shelter a little late, but I know I have a big climb ahead of me, and I know that rain is coming. But this morning it is absolutely beautiful, and isn't that really kind of how life works? You have your ups and downs, the times that are absolutely beautiful, the storms coming ahead, trudging through the storms. It really is something. I've learned to embrace it all and go more with the flow than I've been able to do in the past. So here's to the dawn of a new day and a hell of an adventure. Do you hear that? I do hear a plane in the background, but other than that, nothing. It is a very nice day out. I'm gonna get rid of these shower water pants. Just be in my shorts for the second day until it starts raining, which I know is coming. But my gosh, let's see, I'm 2.23 miles in, 49 minutes. Hole. So, got the GoPro recharged, got some water, ready to rock back up on the AT. A little bit behind schedule, but that's okay. So, it is what it is. Now I know the allure of the Apt Trail. I am level right now. The camera's level with me. That's what I'm having to hike up. Fucking bitch of a climb. I came from there. Equally challenging. This thing just keeps throwing stuff at you. It's awesome. Highly recommend it. I gotta go down, get my water bottle. Fuck. This is part of the trail. Well, it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and the sun is still there. So I was thinking I'd be well into the rain by now. I'm sure I'm jinxing myself, but probably not going to make Collins Peak or whatever that is. But I'm going to go to Seiler's Bald, and that will get me down the road, and maybe I can wake up early, climb up to Collins and have coffee and breakfast up there. So stay tuned. It's all good. This is what it looks like. It is sunny outside. Well, not sunny, but it's not dark yet. But it's totally raining, and as I have this headlamp on, I can see the fog roll in. So it's going to be an interesting night. I hung my bear bag, well, actually my backpack, up on the cables, and it's going to get rained on, so no telling what's going to happen there, but the food is going to be fine. In my sleeping bag. Nobody's in the shelter. It's raining. It sounds wonderful. And it is so peaceful. I can't get over it. I've never
Like, this is amazing. Truly blessed.
Well, I made it through a very rainy night. Didn't sleep great, but made it through. When I got to camp last night, I was out of water, tired, and in a storm, so I never did get any more water and I didn't get any dinner. So now I'm doing this and drying out, and man, oh man, it just hasn't let up. But although it's still raining, it's not raining that bad. I was able to get water and trudge on. So this is awesome. Little French press, kind of bougie, but it works. Mountain House, buffalo style chicken mac and cheese for breakfast. It's really good. I'm so excited for this cup of coffee. This is great. If you think the Appalachian Trail is these beautiful groomed trails all the way through, think again. Somebody, thank God, took a machete through here recently and made it a little bit more tolerable, but back about a quarter of a mile, it was pretty amazing. Pretty cool. Thanks for those that clean up the trail. Really appreciate it. Well, I'm to the top of this mountain and going down this path. And this is going down a little bit, but look at this. Isn't that wild? Fall down there and that'd be a tough road. Not as bad down here, but definitely on the ridge. Every step of this journey is so beautiful, and it's just hard to fully capture. I mean, right now it is foggy, but just so peaceful. Look at that down that path. Almost fell. There you go. It's just so cool. So cool. Got to the top of this mountain. And I guess this is the highest part of the Smokies. So when I saw it, I couldn't just stop. More. Down. Well, if it was a clear day, I guess it'd look like that. Whew. Holy cow. It's rained basically after the second day or after the first day, but
it's so beautiful. Words can't describe what this hike is like, and nobody's on it because of the weather. So I either should have checked the weather, or I'm very lucky to have this all to myself. I want to show you guys. Came up that, going to the peak here, it's pretty high, but that's just incredible down there. I've got the camera facing out so you can see how quick the drop-off is. Well, not sure if this is water resistant or not. We'll find out. Pretty wicked rain. Lots of puddles. I think my feet aren't going to be dry. I'm just saying. Well, this is by the Smokey Mountains Park. And I know that I did part of this with Karn and the kids and maybe the dogs. But I know we didn't go up this high. Well, there's a spring. I'm going to get water. Well, didn't sleep all that well. Was sore. I'm realizing I've got a heck of a day ahead of me. I'm in this Mount Collins cabin, and it literally has rained all day, all night. And either it was raining or rain coming off the trees. So it was very noisy with the rain hitting the tin roof. And didn't get much sleep at all. Clothes got a little bit dry, but this has been quite the challenge. So really, that's why I'm out here. So anyway, I'm about a half mile off down the hill from the trail, so I'm not even gonna make coffee or anything, just get on the trail and then make it to, there's a parking lot, and that's probably where I'm gonna go refuel coffee and stuff. So there we go. Well, this is a frickin' mess. Look at this. Crazy. But here's the deal. I've lost power in my watch. My watch is not working. It's unfortunate because I wanted to see how much miles I did, although, you know, I know that I did it, so it doesn't really, it would have been nice to have, but been doing a lot of soul searching. This has really been kind of a spiritual day I wasn't expecting. So, got caught in that rain. I really planned to stay here last night, not tonight. And this is Mount Collins. I can't believe how long that climb was up to the top of that thing that I went to earlier today. And having rain made it that much worse. I've really learned a lot about what I need to prep for and what I don't. For instance, I packed a chair that I will never use. My tent, I haven't used, but I couldn't count on these things not being full, so I still do that. The dry bag is a must. I really screwed myself up because every article of clothing, my sleeping bag, everything is wet. So I'm totally on board with dry bags. And so I think dry compression bags are going to be the way to go in the future. And I'm going to sell the shit out of those things. This has been, rain just started up again. I made the decision to stay here. And the downside is I have absolutely no cell coverage. And I'm sad about that for my children because I know that they're going to be anxious and I have no way to communicate with them. So I apologize for that, and I will do better in the future. I promise. Okay, waterproofed up. This is what I should have done before. You can see it's a pretty crazy process, but watch, I'll get probably 2 miles and it's going to be sunny, but that would be awesome. That is one of the coolest looking waterfalls. Look how beautiful it is. On down. And there's a deer. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. The first deer I've seen. I'm sure they're skittish in here. Not gonna bother you, Mr. Deer. Just walking by. Don't mind me. I'm the gray leopard. Okay, that was a kick-ass little lunch break. Stopped at this thing called Cold Springs Shelter or something like that. And just went right to it. Got my water. Made some kung pao chicken. And I also did brewed up a nice cup of coffee. And now I am back on the AT because I want to hit a shelter that's like, I don't know, like 8 miles away or something before night. And if I can do that, it'll rock. If I can't, well, I'm kind of fucked. So, anyway, I'll show you what Cool Springs looks like, because this is where I get my spring water. Pretty cool. I'm walking this rather lovely stretch and just thinking about my kids. This has been an incredible journey. I've learned so much about myself. Just didn't realize how important this all is, as far as like being out on your own, being able to make it. I've got 16 miles, probably 16 hours left. I'm gonna miss it. It was perfect.
Woo! It's like rocket fuel. Damn. I'd stuck the all the coffee contents in there. Probably the strongest cup of coffee I've ever had. Rivals a whole bunch of espresso. I don't know if the lighting's going to be too dark for this, but I'm drenched. There could be the possibility of blue skies as I look up. If that burns off, I could potentially be in shorts later on today, which I would love. This kind of gives you an idea. Of what the tri-corner knob is. Oh, let's see. I didn't know that horses were up there. Maybe I should have boiled that water. It has been cloudy the entire time after the first day. And I come around this turn still expecting to see more clouds, more of the Smokies. And this is the view that I'm given. This is incredible. It's like the cherry on top. So just words can't describe. This is my final day, I think, unless something happens on the trail. And it's been unbelievable. So I've probably seen a total over the 5 days, due to the rainfall, of, I don't know, 8 people. And maybe I'll see a couple more, but I doubt it. But it's really been kind of nice. That sounds kind of weird because of people wanting to be around people. But sometimes it's nice to just get out, to do deep thinking, to work out some things in your head, not be distracted by the next thing Donald Trump says, or the Democrats, Pelosi, or whoever, AOC, or whatever. Just to get away from all of that. I don't look at it as escaping. I look at it as resetting. And this path helps you do that. It helps you talk through some questions that you may have. It allows you to critically think, is what I'm realizing. Because when you're filled with all that other stuff, there's no way, I don't believe, I've been able to critically think. And that is what I'm realizing is the value of this trip. It's kind of like the value of meditation. Shutting those voices down so you can actually truly have deep thought and respond versus react. So anyway, look at this creek bed I'm walking through. I feel like I'm 10 years old down back behind my childhood house. Lived back in this cul-de-sac and had these great woods that really formed
a lot of my childhood memories. All right. Just want to take this video of the trail as I get closer to Davenport. A little bit of devastation through there, but still open. Some work to be done. Well, I'd have to say, this definitely pushed me to the limit. One of the hardest, if not the hardest thing I've ever done. Not that there's not harder things to do, but for me, I've never done anything like this. So, here we are, and there is my truck.